After nearly a decade on the market, Kia is finally set to overhaul the long-running Optima. Its design has been previewed by the Korean market K5. It showcases many strong design elements, as well as a few that don't hold up quite as well. Let's take a look. Kia's signature tiger nose carries over, but its reimagining signals a change in priorities for the brand. When the grille was first shown on the Key concept in 2007, the company was more concerned about establishing a corporate identity more than anything. It took priority over the badge, which was placed out of the way on the hood. Kia experimented with sticking it inside of the grille early on, but they found that it would be more effective if that space was reserved for emphasizing the nose. Its execution varies from car to car, but the end result is the same. The top and bottom come inward to make the grille feel slimmer and longer. Kia feels like they've finally arrived. The tiger nose drops the chrome and instead initiates a divot where the badge sits. It almost feels like it's framed the way it's positioned on the front end. They want the badge, and more importantly, their brand, to be at the forefront. This doesn't mean the tiger nose has been left by the wayside. Far from it. It simply serves a different purpose. Designers have gone to great lengths to make it look as wide as possible. It's pushed into the front end and ducks under the DRLs. The most effective trick is their attempt to fuse it into the headlamps. The smoked housing and bright bulbs make it tough to make out where the grille ends and the headlights begin. The grille also sports an unusual texture. It looks like it could resemble lightning or mountains or a waterfall, but designers actually look to shark skin for inspiration. You might think that's an odd link. The grille is craggy and irregular, while sharks have smooth skin. Or at least, it appears to be. On a microscopic level, we can see that shark skin is actually comprised of jagged scales that help with their swimming. The grille fuses with the lighting unit, which is hinged by a sweeping DRL. It's used to create a bit of separation between the two elements. Kia calls this kink the heartbeat, named after the pattern on a heart rate monitor. It echoes a similar feature that Nissan uses, but the Optima is more fluid and kicks forward more aggressively. The front end is further strengthened by a line that is a continuation from the headlight. The car showcases a bevy of muscular surfacing. The strongest line inconspicuously fades in from the middle of the car. This quickly gains weight as it travels towards the rear of the car and outright flexes as it meets the taillight. The Sonata has a line that does the same thing, though it's more restrained here. There's a weaker line on the same level that comes out of the front wheel. Under these two is another line that spans the entire length of the body. The surfacing on the side skirt contrasts with the contours above and lends to a feeling of perpetual motion. Perhaps the most distinctive feature on the car is the wraparound chrome trim. It's a great idea, but the execution leaves a bit to be desired. It starts out thin at the A-pillar looking like standard window trim. It gets thicker at the rear wheel, bisects the C-pillar, and lines the rear window. We saw an early version of this on the Stinger. There, it bisects the C-pillar, but stays a uniform width and fades out along the hatch. It works on the Stinger because it complements the roof and the pillar. Conversely, it's supposed to be the most distinguishing feature on the Optima. Instead of playing nice with the other elements, the trim fights for the viewer's attention and doesn't stand out as much as it could. If Kia really wants to maximize its impact, then either the roof or the pillar needs to go. This could be achieved by either making the roof one solid color or darkening the pillar entirely. Coming around to the rear, we find, another taillight bar. The Optima has succumbed to the automotive industry's latest fad, but the slight protrusion and repeated heartbeat motif save it from being completely unremarkable. One reason why taillight bars are so widespread in the industry is because they help the cars appear longer and more planted. So it's strange to see three other horizontal elements undermine it. The crease underneath it could actually deepen this effect, but the Nolder and trunk lines are too powerful. The way these elements compete with each other makes the car feel taller, which is certainly not what you want in your athletic sedan. The reflectors aren't helping either. Kia wanted to incorporate them in a creative way like the ones from the Stinger, but it only contributes to the weakest part of the design. A sharp diagonal line comes up from the bottom of the car, hugs the reflectors, and comes up just a bit further to make room for the license plate. This clutters the rear end even more and solves a problem that shouldn't exist in the first place. The back half lacks the creativity the front end had in spades. There's a gorgeous sedan hiding under this, but it's more concerned with trying to knock your socks off than show it to you. This does make me curious to see how these other elements trickle down to their other models. The Kia Optima and Hyundai Sonata set the tone for their respective brands when they were redesigned in 2011. A decade later, they're poised to do the same.